What's going on, everybody? It's TekMuNNee. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. It's Friday, August 7th, 4:30 p.m. EST on the dot. We are in the money. Rambling and Gambling Sports, 12-3-1 on the MLB picks from opening day. Can't believe we got a 1 on the push last night. Those White Sox couldn't get us over that 1 run on our play, but it's all right. At least it's not a loss. 12-3 is good for me, 80%. If you've been following, you've been watching, you know we did much better than 80%. We got caught up on a little mix-up Friday. We didn't take the Angels yesterday, so yesterday should have been a win instead of a push. We had a misinformation on a lineup by the time the lineups were confirmed the second time. But anyhow, let's get into today. Let's try to get the 13th win. And what we're doing today is something slightly different. If you saw the pinned tweet, we're doing a parlay on the team total over Philadelphia Phillies 3 runs and over Detroit Tigers 2.5 runs, and it came to a total of -120. But if you followed, much later I tweeted out an alert or an update to the play. Now that what I mentioned is the official play. However, if you didn't wager the official play and you're still following us, you already saw a tweet or you're going to catch this video, I instead want you to pay $15 more, take the 135 spread, and you're going to take over 2.5 on the Philadelphia Phillies versus the 3. Why? I think for you folks that are playing one unit, or if you're following exactly my plays, you're up decent money where you're going to pay $15 more for one unit for insurance to win the 100 versus the fact that if you're going to get a push, you're going to get a push if he gets a 3 here. And now if you get a 3, you're getting a dub. All right? If you're going to lose, you're going to lose anyway. So you're losing $15 more. The way I see it is you're paying $15 for home insurance or car insurance for something that you might just feel that'll give you that little bit of sanity. Now, why are we taking this play? So again, just so you know, the official play is this one here at 3, and that's what I'm going to count for the record. If that becomes a push, that's going to go on the record. But if you haven't tailed me and you want to tail this logic or idea or math or whatever we talk about, I really suggest paying the 135. And I am in on 2 units on the 135 as well. I posted that. I may even press it. Haven't thought about it. Have a lot going on. That's not the point. I'm never here to teach you risk management, money management, or I got a whale or a submarine or some nuclear play. I'm giving you my favorite play of the day. And the rest is up to you. It's your responsibility, your due diligence. You're the one that hit submit. So it's all on you. I'm just telling you what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, where I'm doing it, because that's what people have asked me to do for the last 2 or 3 years, and here I am rambling, and that's why I'm rambling and gambling. Here we go. Why do I like this Detroit setup? Well, Chad Kuhl, first of all, what I found out, coming back from an injury, I don't even think he's played last year. You got to go check on that for me. I heard on the podcast some broken stuff. I couldn't really get it clear. There's a lot going on. But Chad Kuhl, coming off an injury, hasn't seen much time. Highest hard contact rate of the night at 50%. One of the worst worst walk rates at 13.6. Put him at the second worst of the night, I believe, off the top of my head. And then you got a situation where his ground balls are terrible. So what I'm expecting is men to get walked. And if there's contact, dink on that ball and bat, we got to expect some to get parked out, or we got to expect some distance enough to maybe bring a man home on a sack here and there. And that's why I like this over 2.5. I think we should be able to get 3. Why is it so cheap? I really think that there's an angle in the fact that there's just not much expectations on the Tigers' bats. And then also remember, on math and metrics, they're the highest strikeout team tonight and overall, 31.2%. I just don't think Chad Kuhl can get lucky enough to make Detroit just start K-ing out as they're used to. And I think Detroit has a better chance of exploiting Kuhl's weaknesses even on his good day. That's my angle there. Now, looking at the bats, what do the Tigers have, excuse me, specific to the batting situation? Remember, Woba and ISO. Woba I want to see above 300. ISO I want to see above 200. Woba here, 296. ISO here, 190. So, and those are just averages I want to see. I actually want to see them much higher. So, nothing sexy, but we know that with the Tigers. And then remember what we talked about. We're taking advantage and trying to exploit Chad Kuhl's weaknesses. Well, here's a situation that can help us. Chad Kuhl's given up 377 to the left and 307 to the right. So I think with everything combined, we got to bank on the fact that the Tigers show up just enough to take advantage of Chad Kuhl's weaknesses and exploit them, versus you banking on the fact Chad Kuhl shows up with a one-hitter or something. That's my logic. Excuse me. So there, I think we cover the 2.5. Now, why do I like the Phillies at over 2.5? Well, if you actually look at some of the metrics, that the worst pitchers, the 2 worst pitchers I want to go on my logic, where the hard contact ground ball and the walk rate together just stink, it's Vincent Velasquez. But I'm going to lean on the... But here's the thing. Velasquez, we know, can throw out a bunch of Ks as well. And Atlanta has a decent K rate at 26.3. And I think they're missing a bat, Ozzie Albies. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. My buddy Matt was talking to me, so I'm just thinking off the top. What I'm saying here is, yeah, I do like Atlanta in a position to score a lot of runs here. I really think they can do it. But what I'm really wondering is who the heck is Kyle Wright today? Will he really be showing up? His hard contact is 39.2%. I'm looking for over 40. So he's barely underneath 40. It's the first time I'm going to give leeway this year if you've been following us. His ground balls average almost in a terrible range. But he's walking, guess what? The worst of the slate, 15.9%. The second worst of the slate is Chad Kuhl. So, and remember, the Phillies do not strike out. They're at 17.7% K rate, facing this situation against right-handed Kyle Wright, which puts them in the fourth best situation tonight on the offense when it comes to not striking out. So when I just weigh all of this together, I originally was looking at the Braves getting overruns, but I thought, nah, let's go with the Philly overruns because you're getting that strikeout strength where Philadelphia doesn't strike out often. Kyle Wright's at a 20.6 number on the strikeout, where Velasquez is at 25.3. God forbid Velasquez decides to show up today more than he doesn't, and it's that umpire's giving him a little bit of leash on that box and some Ks are coming through, right? So I think when I'm comparing both sides, I definitely think both will get 3 runs, but I'm going to lean with paying up a little juice and taking the Phillies in this situation. And when you combine that, you're getting that 135. And if you had the 3 over 3 in the original play, you're getting minus 120. So that's what I like about that. Now let's talk about the Phillies bat situation. It's superb. Kyle Wright gives up 431 to the left, 373 to the right. Woba, 324. I like it above 300. Nothing sexy. Sexy to me is above like 330, but above 320, I'm giving. All right? ISO, don't like it, 144. But remember, they don't strike out. We're facing Kyle Wright. Combined with the giving up to the lefties and righties and everything we've talked about, I think the Phillies to get over 2.5, it should work out. I think paying this 135, or if you end up taking the original pay where you get the 3 at 120, I think the risk to reward is just right for us to not risk, where we're not really putting ourselves way out there getting too cute, I like to call it. So again, official play at Ramblin' and Gambling. Let's try to get win number 13. No more of that push stuff we had yesterday. Let's hit these 3 runs in both of these games. And again, remember the original play has 3 here in the Phillies. I'm not going to be one of those guys that goes and changes it. That's the one I'm going to eat up. I do have money on that, and I do have money on this. I'll never double dip, but I'm going to do it today because at the end of the day, I'm only arguing a push versus a loss entirely anyway. So for the record, the official record, we're going to count the original play because that's fair and that's right. But if you haven't followed that and you still want to follow, you're following this one. You're paying 15 more and taking a minus 135. And no, I don't recommend you double dipping just because I did it. I would hate for us to risk more money than we need to just because what we saw. Because again, you're going to get a push. We'll go back at it tomorrow if you're in the original and you don't do this one. And again, I'm not here to teach risk management, money management, anything like that. People want to know what I'm betting, why I'm betting, so that's what I'm sharing. Stay green. Let's cash out. Cash all them tickets. Let's do it again. Be back later on tonight. I'm going to put up some other videos. Let's see what we got. Stay green. Good luck.